Hey guys, I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Mike.
This is a Disney for Couples podcast. It's your hub of information about traveling to Walt Disney World as adults, as a couple. We don't talk about height requirements, stroller parking, kids' meals. You don't have to sift through any of that information here. Because why, Mike?
Because Walt Disney World is no place for children unless they're involved in a construction project.
No, we're not allowed to say that.
Because they're in trouble.
I don't think we're allowed to make kids do that. We don't have kids, so we don't know all the rules. I just don't think that's allowed.
I think they would like it.
I don't know. I scratch that.
So what are we talking about today, my dear?
Today we are talking about taking the pressure off when you go to Walt Disney World.
Interesting.
This is just the opposite of what you hear. We are not about rope drop culture, going to the parks the second it opens.
Right.
We're not into it. We like our Disney vacations to feel like vacation.
Yeah.
So we've come up with a lot of methods for doing this that we've honed over our trips together. But I did not always go to Disney World this way. Mike was not a Disney World goer his whole life like I was, but I went from when I was 3. And most of the time, my thinking was, not as young as 3, but of course, when I went when I was a little older and even maybe into like when I was a teenager, my thinking was, if the park is open, you're in the park.
Right.
I could not fathom not being in the park if we were in Florida for a Disney vacation.
Right. Much to your parents' dismay.
Yeah. And my mom would say, Linz, please, can we, is it okay? Like if we
Mommy
go in.
Mommy needs to rest her feet.
Exactly. She'd be like, can we go in at 10 tomorrow? And I'd be like, what? Like I just could not.
Blasphemy.
Could not figure it out. Like how could you possibly sleep? Or be in your
right. You
hotel.
know that Mickey's up. You got to go.
It's open.
You got to go
what
say
are
hi.
you talking about?
Right. Right.
And of course, as an adult, I 100% see all the many benefits of having, even a third or a quarter of a day at the Disney parks, because there was such a big gap between when I went when I was younger and when I went with you. I just didn't even consider until our first trip together, like, oh, we can, like, there's another way.
Right.
We can do this a totally different way.
And what might those ways be?
Well, I wanted to talk about, like, why you would want to take the pressure off before I get into the how.
All right.
So I thought we'd start with talking about a few reasons why you would want to take this approach. Why would you want to go to Disney World knowing ahead of time that you're going to like kind of go easy on yourself, that you're not going to put the pressure on to do every single thing there is to do or to like jam pack your vacation.
Like the members of the Full House cast did.
Did they do it like that?
Or was that Boy Meets World?
It was so long ago.
One of them.
I don't know. I like anything Boy Meets World did.
All right.
So
hit me.
Okay. So for starters, it is impossible to do everything ever on a Disney vacation. Mm-hmm. You're never going to do it. So even thinking that you're going to be able to do everything there is to do, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Let us pop that bubble for you right now. Here are all the reasons why you can't do it. And we've been on vacations. Of course, this is not for people who live in Florida. If you live in Florida, you can kind of do everything in a year that there is to do, I guess. But this is for people who are going on vacation there, and we've been there for the better part of a month and still didn't do everything.
Right.
So here are all the reasons why it's just completely impossible to do everything there is to do in Walt Disney World. It's enormous.
Yep.
For starters, it's enormous.
Uh-huh.
The parks alone, here's how big every park is. Now, do you know how big the parks are?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
I have some quick references.
I have the acreage.
Yeah, okay.
The Magic Kingdom is the smallest of the 4 parks. It's 107 acres. Hollywood Studios is next, 135. Epcot is 300 acres. Epcot is huge, walking around. It's exhausting. Animal Kingdom, take a guess. The
60.
biggest park.
60.
60 acres?
Yeah.
Epcot is 300. Animal Kingdom is the biggest park.
I thought it was some clever answer.
No.
700?
you overshot it, but 580.
Okay.
580.
Wow.
That's a big park.
It really is as big as it feels.
That's not including Disney Springs. That's not including visiting the resorts or going to the water parks or doing any of the extra stuff they have. That's just the parks.
Right.
So in and of itself, the size of Disney World makes it like practically impossible to experience everything in a trip.
Thanks, Disney.
There are always going to be closed experiences, whether they're closed on the day you can do them, whether they're closed for a few weeks or months while they're being refurbished.
Or years.
You're going to miss something because there's something that is going to be closed.
Right.
Additionally, there are new things all the time. So you could effectively figure out a way to run yourself ragged and do every single thing on this vacation. And like a day after you get home, something's going to be new.
Totally.
Something's going to open. There's going to be something new at a restaurant to try, some new animatronic added. Walt Disney wanted his parks to always be evolving, and they are always evolving.
True.
There are also seasonal experiences. So even if there's something great to do now, you'd be missing out on something else.
Sure.
And here's the big one. You're not going to like everything. It would be such a shame to go on a Disney vacation with the thinking that you have to do it all in order to get your money's worth, when the truth is that there's going to be a lot of stuff you don't like for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you don't like thrill rides, or maybe you don't like classic Disney, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe you don't like Disney movies and you don't want to go on the IP rides that they have.
Right.
There's just going to be stuff you don't like. So what is the point of forcing yourself to go on it? What did we force ourselves to go on our last trip that I am still talking about what a disappointment it is?
The Barnstormer, friends.
Just awful. Tell us all about that horrific experience.
Well, we walked into the land they call Storybook Circus, and our app said the Barnstormer had like a 15-minute wait. We ended up waiting in the line, the outdoor queue. It's a fully outdoor queue for the better part of an hour. I would say like 45 to 50 minutes.
What a waste of time.
We were sandwiched with unkind people, and then the ride is 45 seconds.
Is it that long? I'm shocked it's that long.
Something
it feels like it's
like
a second long.
Yeah.
It's a boring ride. I mean, it's like a kid's ride, but there are some things there that are like just for kiddie kids, and like it's still great. That was a colossal waste of time. I think that was the last thing we did in Magic Kingdom on that trip, right?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a terrible way to leave your vacation.
I think it kind of resigned us to leaving. Like we were kind of like,
we're
all
over
right,
it.
well, time to lay down.
Do not, if you feel like you're not going to like something, do not believe the hype, even if everybody says it's great. If you're not into it, you're not into it. It's your vacation.
Go with your gut.
Yeah, you do you. To kind of add on to that, even if you have a lightning lane pass, like the multi-pass where you could like do everything and you pay for the other lightning lanes for the rides that aren't included on the multi-pass, you're still not going to do it all.
Right.
We have had lightning lanes many, many times. It doesn't matter how long you're there. The chances of you doing every single thing that you could do with the lightning lane pass are slim.
Mm-hmm.
Rides go down. They run out of slots for lightning lane. It's efficient to a point, but it's not like the biggest time saver in the world because the lightning lane lines are not walk-ons.
Yep.
So
and pay close attention, especially if you've purchased one of the individual lightning lanes. We've had a couple of experiences where the app seemingly loses our reservation or changes the time without us doing anything. So it's also a good idea to take screenshots of maybe those attractions that you have booked, so in case something does happen, you've got, an image to reference.
Yeah, because if the cast, like that happened to us, and the cast members looked at our app and they were like, well, this is what it says, and we were like, but that's not what we booked.
You broke it.
Like it changed.
Bad kids.
So even with Lightning Lane. Now, Lightning Lane is great for a lot of reasons, but if you're doing it because you think it's the way to like get on every single thing, don't.
That'll run you ragged.
Yeah, it'll run you ragged, and like you'll be disappointed.
Oh,
because it's pretty hard to do that, especially at certain parks. You know?
Right.
Here's the last big why of why you really don't want to approach a Disney trip as two adults. As two adults who, you don't have a bunch of kids who are going to be like totally disappointed if they don't do something on their once of a lifetime trip. But as two adults who are going to Disney World and can kind of cope with like leaving and saying, oh, we didn't do these few things. Trying to get it all in is a totally miserable way to spend your day.
Totally.
It's just completely miserable. It's exhausting. You don't have any downtime. Even if you're trying to quote unquote do everything, you're going to miss a ton because when you rush, you don't have time to like appreciate your surroundings. What do you always say when we're on a line or walking around in a store?
Look up, look around, look down. There's theming as far as the eye can see.
There's so much theming that if you are just strategizing and like thinking about what you have to do next and trying to like do every single thing as efficiently as possible, you're going to miss so much.
Right.
And that's why when you watch a lot of like influencers on YouTube going to the parks and showing some of the more popular things to do or the things that like a lot of people think are the biggest draws of the park, the reason why you don't see a lot of details, you're not seeing a lot of like World Showcase shops, you're not seeing a lot of smaller areas that are able to that are easy to miss, is because they too are trying to like get a lot in, you know, and do the big stuff, but you really miss so much, and there's so much that you're not going to see on YouTube, that you're not going to see on an Instagram account, because most people are like bypassing the charm of Disney World.
Yeah, we see it a lot too when we watch the like influencer or like press events for something brand new, and the video on YouTube will be everybody at the event on their phone filming the event.
Yeah, with their head down.
Instead of actually experiencing what they came for.
Yeah, how can you see what's in part of the set dressing, or what is written on a wall, or like what's above you or something, if you're just like thinking of the next thing.
Right, of producing content.
Yeah. So those are all the reasons why you don't want to like jam pack your Disney trip.
Uh-huh.
Now here's how to not have a trip where you just feel like you're failing if you're not doing every single thing there is to do.
Throw your phone out.
That would be a great one. We've got into the park with no phone.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest thing in the world.
No, it's not.
But it does feel really nice to not have to constantly check that out. Okay. Here's our first tip. Before you go on your vacation, decide what kind of trip you want to have. Have a general idea of the type of vacation you want to have. Is this a vacation where you are really interested in trying a lot of the different specialty foods and restaurants and things like that? Is this a vacation where you really want to experience all of the seasonal offerings like around Halloween or Christmas? Are you interested in doing all the thrill rides? Is this your trip to be like, I want to do every single roller coaster, every single fast moving ride that I didn't get to do in the past? Are you going on a luxury trip? Are you going on a budget trip? Like whatever it is, have a general idea of the type of trip you want to have that'll help you like focus on the experiences that will really feed into that.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you. Similarly, have an idea of the type of park day you want to have before you leave. Before you leave the resort for the park, just have a general idea of like your vibe for the day.
Right.
If you're exhausted from the day before, if your feet hurt, maybe you want to have a really like slow moving, easygoing day where you take like a lot of breaks, or you're only in the park for part of the day, or you spend time in the pool or the jacuzzi or whatever. You can do that. Is it your last day and you're like, okay, there's like 2 rides that we didn't get on that like, I'm going to be disappointed. Then that's your day. Then that's like what you're doing.
Right.
Sometimes we go to the World Showcase. Sometimes we go to Epcot and the whole day is like, we just want to go through the World Showcase.
Yeah.
That's
it. Yeah.
So being able to have an idea of what you want, again, it's all about like, what are you saying no to so that you can say like yes to other things.
Right.
That are going to make your day great.
And this sounds like a pedestrian tip, but also check the weather.
Yeah. Check the weather.
Yeah.
Because that can really get in the way of your type of day.
Yep. If it's summer, as we've said, know that you're probably going to get rain. And if it's any other time of year, you're also probably going to get rain.
You're going to get rain.
It's Florida.
Something that we like to do that we've done before, we do it on every trip, either by accident or on purpose, is be very selective about the parks and the areas of the parks that you're visiting.
Yes.
Now, if you're only, even if you're in Disney World for like 5 days, if you're in Disney World and in the Disney parks for 5 days, that feels like a lot of time. It feels like, well, there's 4 parks and there's 5 days. But like we said, it takes a long time to do it all. We've gone on vacations where we haven't gone to Hollywood Studios. We've been there and we haven't gone to Animal Kingdom. We went on one vacation where we didn't step foot in Fantasyland, not once.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And we left and I was like, oh, that feels weird.
Really weird.
We didn't go to the Fantasyland.
Yeah. Sorry, Small World.
We'd gone to Magic Kingdom, but we just didn't go to Fantasyland. But that's like okay, because there's so much to do that you can either do what you're doing well, or you can try to do it all and just like, miss a lot and not enjoy it.
Right.
So if you have to be selective about where you're going, you have permission to be selective about it. Here's your permission. Here's another tip. Pick a splurge. Pick a splurge for your trip. Just say to each other what is like the one big thing that we really want to do. Like no matter what. It could be going to an after hours event, which we love because it's a great way to get on a lot of the rides. You could say, I want to go to like Monsieur Paul and Epcot, like some great fine dining experience. It's like a ton of money. You could go to the Cirque du Soleil show in Disney Springs. You could do, what's the tour underneath the Magic Kingdom?
Keys to the Kingdom.
Yeah, that, like, pick something that's splurgy that will really feel like something special that you got out of your trip.
Or the Behind the Seeds tour at Living with the Land in Epcot.
Yeah, they also have a few in Animal Kingdom, I think, right?
Meet the lions.
They have a
Feed them.
I think they have a gorilla tour.
Feed the gorilla.
Okay, so that's what we suggest.
Yeah, I love those tips.
Thank
Excellent.
you. I just think that people need like somebody to say, you have permission to not be in the park for all day. I mean, we've gone to the park sometimes for like 4 hours or 6 hours, which is when the park is open for 15 or upwards of that hours. It feels like you're not making a lot out of it, but you're getting out of it however it feels. If it's a nightmare 12 hours that you're in the park or an incredible 5, it's your vacation. This is your vacation that you paid a lot of money for. You have permission to do it your way. You have permission to sleep in, to skip rope drop, to not take advantage of all the extras if you're staying at a resort. You don't have to take advantage of the late night hours if you're not a late night person. Like, this is still vacation.
Right.
So make it feel really good for you, whatever that means, and forget about all the like culture that you'll find on social media that pressures you to like, go, do, or you're failing at this.
Take that, 8-year-old Lindsay.
Yeah, 8-year-old Lindsay in pictures was exhausted and extremely hot and sweaty. So like, I could
have fun.
I could have used older me to be like, girl, chill.
Yeah, wrangle it.
Okay. I have 3 would you rathers.
Cool.
They kind of like play into this.
All right.
Okay. Number 1, would you rather if you had to get rid of this Epcot festival forever, not just like we're not going to it, forever, you have to take either the Festival of the Holidays or the Food and Wine out of the mix. Which one are you getting rid of?
The Festival of the Holidays.
No. Why?
Yes, because
Tell me why.
It's very simple. I like Food and Wine way more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Can I answer?
Yes.
I'm getting rid of Food and Wine.
Why?
Now, I love the Food and Wine Festival. But here's the thing. All the other festivals have food components.
Yeah, I know.
They all have specialty food. So I would feel really sad to miss the Festival of the Holidays because, and trade it for what is just a food-themed festival.
I do really like Father Christmas in the UK.
Oh, in the maze.
I'd be
in like the maze area.
I'd be so sad if I caused him to.
Well,
not have
you
a
killed
job.
him, so I don't know what to tell you. You answered wrong.
I killed Santa.
Live in infamy. Thanks, Mike. Okay, number 2. Would you rather go on a vacation? This isn't like forever. This is just like one vacation where you're not allowed to go on Disney thrill rides, or you're not allowed to go on Disney classic rides.
I thought you were gonna say that.
Did you really think I was gonna say that? Good
guess.
guess.
Yeah, or like Disney dark rides. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, good questions.
Thank you.
It's really, I mean, obviously it's 50-50, but I will. Well, what did you say?
I would rather not go on thrill rides. I think I think I could cope with a trip where I wasn't allowed on like a roller coaster or a drop ride or something.
Yeah.
But I think I'd feel really sad to be banned from like there's a lot of classic rides.
Yeah.
I can't imagine going and not going on like the People Mover. Although we've probably been on vacation or like Autopia, which isn't called Autopia there. That's what it's called in Disneyland.
Speedway.
Yeah, stuff like that. I think I would really feel it, but I think the thrill rides I could like cope with.
You'd be all right with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll go with your answer. You're smart.
You're taking my answer?
Yeah.
You cheaped out there.
I did.
Okay.
I killed Santa and I cheaped out.
I'm not. Yeah, you're not doing very well in this part of the podcast. All right, I'm not answering this first.
Okay.
And you're not allowed to imaginarily kill anybody in this. Is that a word? Imaginarily?
Probably not.
I don't think it is.
Probably not.
Okay. Number 3. Would you rather do every single ride in one day? So we're just pretending we can do it all in a day. Every single ride in the Magic Kingdom or every single ride in Hollywood Studios?
Every single ride in the Magic Kingdom.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
I like the Magic Kingdom more than I like Hollywood Studios.
Very basic answers.
I know, but
you're not a deep Disney thinker tonight.
No, but seriously, my heart belongs in Magic Kingdom. When I go to Hollywood Studios, it's really cute, it's fun, it's thrilling. There's all kinds of stuff to do, but it doesn't. I don't know. There's something about MK that calls me home.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Hollywood Studios. I'm a bigger Hollywood Studios fan than you are. I think it's I don't know. I don't think I could list it as my second or it's like neck and neck with Epcot.
Okay.
As my second place favorite park. But here's my reasoning. I like a higher percentage of the rides in Hollywood Studios than I do in Magic Kingdom. So if I were to do every single ride in Magic Kingdom, there's a lot of rides. And there's a good amount of them that I'm like not that into because they're like really kiddie. Almost every single thing I like in Hollywood Studios, almost every single ride in Hollywood Studios is one that I love, and they're hard to get on. Those are like all e-ticket rides practically. So I would have a much more fun day doing that than Magic Kingdom. So I'm sorry that you're wrong.
Okay.
But have fun on your day by yourself in the Magic
I'm also
Kingdom.
Sorry that the Muppet Courtyard is gone.
Yeah, that's still, you're doing that to hurt me.
Gone.
Yeah, it's super gone. It's like not even it's not
no
even
fountain. It's
not even ground anymore. It's like dirt or something.
Exposed in the earth.
Terrible. But the Muppets are coming to Broadway, and tickets went on sale today, the day we're recording. So we might have to get those.
I'm Rolf the dog.
That was okay.
That's me doing.
You're so much better.
My Broadway Rolf.
Oh, is that the Broadway version of Rolf?
Hello, I'm Rolf.
No, it's getting worse. You're so much.
I'm Ralph.
Terrible. You're so much better at your voices not on the podcast. Don't do any of them now, but I think at some point in the future we'll have to do some impressions of other Disney YouTubers.
Oh yeah.
Mainly ones we love.
Yeah.
But you're very good at impersonating. I'm not bad at impersonating.
You're pretty good.
I'm pretty okay. All right. Thanks so much for listening, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Head to DisneyForCouples.com to check out more. Go shopping at MagicalStickerShop.com, or if you prefer Etsy, Magical Sticker Store on Etsy. We sell vinyl, waterproof stickers inspired by Disney parks. They're super cute. And thanks so much for listening. Remember to stay young at heart like Walt would want.
Bye, guys.
Bye.